What's up, people? We are back with more Pokémon Academy Life. This is going to be the very last video of the entire demo, as well as the entire elective showcase of every single one of them, because we got only 4 more to do, both steel, flying, as well as ice and water. So yeah, those are the last 4, and unfortunately that is going to be the last video of this demo, but don't you worry, there is more Pokémon Academy Life coming at some point whenever the full game gets released, but there's no timestamp for that, and it could be quite a while considering it's I mean, there are several ways to sort of keep up to date on the development, both its Twitter account, the Game Jolt website that they have, and there are several stuff to just, keep a close eye on it, and then we'll eventually know when it gets released. But as of right now, I don't think there's a date just yet, or a vague idea of when it might come out. But you know what, this demo has really shown me the potential that this can have, so it doesn't matter to me how long they take. I just know that the end product is going to be really freaking amazing, and I can't wait for that. But for now, let's just start off with Steel as one of the 4 last electives to go. Yep, we're gonna go with Steel, and then Flying. Oh, here we go. Steel class. I see someone vaguely familiar sitting near the back of the room. I think he's in my homeroom class. I wonder who that girl is he's talking to. They look like they're talking about something pretty serious. Oh, who are they again? I forgot about this. Who is this guy? What? He has a shovel. I have no clue. I was thinking, like, I actually forgot to sort of make a prediction as to who the instructor or teacher for Steel class is going to be. I think there was one particular gym, though, that sort of specialized in Steel Pokemon. It was a girl, I can't quite remember who it was though, but yeah. Morning, students. What's with the shovel and cloak? He reminds me of a cartoon character I saw on TV once, yeah, Probably in this cartoon called, what was it? I think it was Pokemon or something? Probably, I'm not sure. I'm Byron, your Steel class teacher. Some of you in here might already know me. For those that do, you are familiar with my teaching methods and know that I won't do any dawdling and belly aching in this classroom. Wow, he suddenly looked very serious. Dang, look at his face. If you want to succeed in a Pokemon field and beyond that, a weak character and a lack of confidence will only serve as a crippling liability. For some reason the name Byron sounds familiar, but I can't quite place him anywhere in the Pokemon universe as like that will make me think of like, yeah, that's who it was. So I'm gonna have to look it up again. Damn it. Alright, he is from Diamond and Pearl. God dang it, why did I skip that one? I really need to catch up on that. But yeah, he's the Steel gym leader from there. And he really looks like a miner, I thought at first, mainly because of the shovel. And I think he actually is, because he gives away the miner badge. So yeah, after you beat him in a gym battle, you can explore the caves and tunnels with his shovel, apparently. I don't know. Probably not. This should be common sense, but your generation seems to lack it. Oh, is he one of those guys that's like, oh, this generation sucks? In this day and age, it's all about hard work, getting your hands dirty and all that stuff, I can guarantee you that if you work hard and persevere through the hardships in life, there's nothing you can't do. But that's easier said than done. Like Steel Pokemon, you have to be resilient, determined, and not too forceful to the point of antagonizing others. Be tough and guarded, but not to the point where you start putting up walls. I apologize for starting off the class on such a serious note, but I wanted you all to know that. It's kind of funny that he sort of sets these restrictions, He's saying he's like, you have to be tough and guarded, but to a certain extent only. And also, like, you have to be resilient and determined, but not too much. That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Whoa there. Hilbert. Shh. Hilbert? What the crap? For some... she was in the earlier videos, but because there's like a kind of a big gap in between them, I forgot her name. What was that? Nothing. He was asking for something. Yeah, he dropped his pencil. Yeah. Why this class is looking like a load of... Hilbert! Shut up! Those two are bickering like a married couple. I can't tell if they're really close or just get on each other's nerves. Why not both? You two, what are your names? Hilda, sir. Alright. Why did they not... I almost want to say hillbillies, but that's because they're both of the names starts with... Like, his name was Hilbert, right? And Hilda? Hilda. Both start with Hill. I don't know. Both start with H. Those aren't really hillbilly names, but for some reason they sound really familiar or like similar to each other, you know? Hilbert and Hilda. Hilda and Hilbert, if you have something on your mind, say it now. Could these be brother and sister? Cause, you know, sometimes parents just have the really weirdest idea when it comes to names that they feel like they have to make both the girls and the guys' names sound kind of similar or have some similarities in between them, you know? Like, I have a guy, let's name him Chris. We have a daughter, Christina. Oh, you're so genius. I mean, they are both the starting characters of Black and White, I believe. Hilda and Hilbert, like the, you know, the guy and the girl version of it when you're playing a game. No, there's nothing on our mind. Right, Hilbert? Right. Alright. But keep the noise level down. Disrupting the class will affect your grade. Wow. Disrupting the class will affect your grade? I've never heard that before in my entire life. Like, I had some strict teachers before, but actually just disrupting the class and just, you know, talking. Usually that's like warnings, like you get sent out of the class maybe and stuff like that, but that it directly affects your grade? Dang. Like, this guy probably, he's not as straightforward with his strictness as Lieutenant Surge was, but those two are probably like the hard asses of this entire academy. Yes, sir. You always do this. When are you going to stop treating me like... Their voices trail off. I can't hear what they're saying anymore. That's one hell of a way to get the teacher to notice you on the first day. Well, now that the formalities are through, let me take attendance. Jasmine? Was that her name? Is Jasmine here? Kids these days don't appreciate education. Keeping in mind and having more than 2 unexcused absences will result in a failing grade. Personally, I wouldn't even allow 1, but that's the school's policy. Only 2 absences? That's pretty strict, but I'm basing this on the other schools back in Kanto, so my opinions is rather moot here. Thanks to the no-show from this Jasmine girl, Byron lectured us for the rest of the class. Mind-numbing stuff. I'm hoping we can actually learn about Pokemon in this class, and not just focus on building character. Yeah, this is Pokemon class, not building character class. Remember everything I told you today. Dismissed! Oh, flying like a butterfly. I remember there were definitely a couple of flying gym leaders. There's one very early on, like the very first gym in Johto, I believe. I'm not sure what his name was, but there's one of those, and another one, I don't know, like a really old woman, I think, Winona, Boba, I don't know. I took a good look around the classroom and find absolutely nobody that I recognize. Alright, it's time to bring out the pencil again. That's kind of a bummer, but yeah, we have our pencil trick, so it's no problem. Hello, students. Let's get classes started right away. First off, let me formally welcome you to your first flying type class of the school year. I'm sure it'll be a fulfilling experience for us all. Let's see. I suppose the next thing would be to introduce ourselves. I am Winona! Oh, I was right about that. What the crap? Winona. Your instructor for this year. By a show of hands, how many of you are freshmen? What kind of question is that? Isn't everybody here supposed to be a freshman? Everyone's hands are up. Not a big surprise, considering this is the first day of school and this class would only be for freshmen, right? I believe? Okay, that was a silly question. That's a relief. Like you, this is also my first year here, so let's get through this together. Right, Winona. I almost expected her to like fly in, because that would be like a proper entrance for a flying type class, you know, to just either just come in flying on a Pidgeotto or Pidgeot or something, or any flying Pokemon, or just, I don't know. I mean, there's those flying suits, right, that have those wings attached to it, and you can just flap them around, make it at least look like you're flying, you know. But nah, I guess older ladies don't really do that. If I was the instructor, I definitely would have done something like that, though. Millions of years ago, when the world was just created, there was water and ground Pokemon. Wow, is this like the beginning of the Pokemon Bible? Basic background, huh? Sounds to me like we're digging real deep in there. I casually glance around the room and see a girl near me texting on her phone. Yeah, can't really blame her. This isn't exactly the most exciting way to start off the class. Haha, yeep! Oh, I think that's coming from her phone. Skyla again, huh? Oh, I forgot to mention, please turn off your cell phones in this class. But if you really can't bear to part with it, then at least put it in silent mode. Wow! She's actually like giving us permission to play with our phone? Dang. Right, I mean, it's common courtesy. Now I'm definitely sure that came from her. The nerve of some people, ha 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 ha. Indeed, Skyla. Huh? I honestly didn't plan on staring at her for this long, but watching her reactions is kind of amusing. I'm guessing you're like Pokemon Rangers? Shh! Not so loud! Hey, I'm not judging. I think it's cool that you like that show. I'm Luda. I'm Skyla. Nice to meet you. And that's when we believe flying Pokemon were born, long after the birth of Arceus. With its power, it is responsible for all the Pokemon we see here today. Do you have any questions so far? Can we get that in a PDF or something? I didn't pay attention at all. Yes. Your name is? It's Caleb, miss. Go ahead, Caleb. Isn't Rayquaza the ancestor of flying Pokemon? Like how water and ground Pokemon came from Kyogre and Groudon respectively. Rayquaza created the sky, and all the Pokemon that came with it was a byproduct, right? Ah, that is a common misconception. It is true that the ancient Hoenn legends are the guardians of the natural elements, but they did not take part in creating its inhabitants. Pokemon evolved and transformed over countless eons in order to adapt to their environments. Eons! Freaking eons. Rayquaza may be the first Pokemon we can categorize as a flying type, but like I've mentioned, we can trace even further back to Arceus, the creator. However, when Arceus created Pokemon, the Pokemon themselves only heed those that rule their domain, much like how you all follow your parents' rules directly and not necessarily the rules set by the governments. Nobody listens to their parents' rules. I see. Does that explain it? It kinda does, actually. Yes, with that analogy, it's much easier to understand. Thank you. You're welcome. If there are no other questions, I'll continue. Bing bong. And for all those sleeping in the back, this material will be on future tests, so pay attention. Oh, I love it when teachers say that. Alright, the following that I'm about to say is gonna be on the test, so pay attention now. Then that's when you know when you don't have to pay attention and when you do. Despite the somewhat humdrum method of teaching, this is shaping up to be an enjoyable class. I mean, she seems to be very knowledgeable, you know? What? She said, phew, that's all the time we have today. Remember to preview the material for our next class. It was like she's relieved. Oh, thank God, these sleeping, ignorant kids. Finally, they're going away. Ice. Man, it's chilly. Did they leave the AC on overnight or something? What the heck? I remember there being one particular, like, gym leader of ice, like a grandpa or something. I can't think of his name though. I see two familiar faces that don't seem very excited to see me. Oh, what, Misty? Misty is here? Damn it. Oh, I actually thought that Misty was going to be the water teacher, the water instructor, but apparently she's a student here, which is a good thing because that means that we have a chance with Misty, you know, to fulfill all our childhood fantasies that I had about Misty, which were none, by the way, or did I? I guess we'll never know. Alright, I see two familiar faces that don't seem very excited to see me. Hilbert gives me a silent nod while I wave to Misty. Oh, she realized. Her eyes just changed like, oh, it's this guy, huh? What did I do this time? All I did was put my hand up. Yeah, I swear, Misty, I didn't do anything to your bike, okay? And I'm not paying for it, goddammit. Quiet down, you rascals. I can hear you all from outside the classroom. It's this guy. What is his name? Pryce. The Pryce is right. If you haven't figured it out already, I am Pryce, your teacher for this ice class. Wow, he needs a walking stick, a cane. Look at it, he even has like this, obviously he wears a scarf, right? But obviously it's for show. Like, he doesn't even have it wrapped around his neck, it's just around his shoulder and just like he lets it wave down like, yeah, look at me. It's probably cold because I'm supposed to be the ice master, you know? But, I don't need a scarf. It's just a fashion statement. I expect nothing but the best from you. Otherwise, you'd be wasting my time. Speaking of wasting time, I see some of you have your cell phones on. Of course, Grandpa. See, the older generation, they don't understand the cell phones. The potential, what we can do with them. Put them away right now. If I see any of you whippersnappers on your phone at any time during class, you can count on never seeing it again. That's kind of a relief. I don't really use my cell phone all that much anyway, but I feel bad for the kids who can't go 10 minutes without checking theirs. I'm going to take roll right away. If you're not in your seat when your name is called, you're absent for the day. Another hard-ass teacher. And more than 2 absences will result in a failing grade. You got that? Now, when you are called, you are to state your name and region loud and clear. If I can't hear you, then the rest of the class probably can't either, and then you'd be wasting the entire class's time. Wow. He does not like to waste time, apparently, because you know he doesn't have much left. Oh, I'm sorry, Gramps. I'm sorry. He doesn't have much time left. This old man isn't pulling any punches. Misty, here. Were you not listening to what I said before? I'm standing right in front of you, and I can hardly hear you. Again! Okay, sorry. Misty doesn't look like she's in too good of a mood. Her face just screams, I don't want to be here right now. I'm Misty, from the Cerulean... I'm from Cerulean City, in Kanto. I specialize in water-type Pokemon. My entire family does. I'm here because I think ice would be a good compliment. That's enough. I only asked for your name and region. Right. She handled that quite well, despite the annoyed look on her face. I wonder what she'd sound like if she was in a good mood. Now, Hilbert! Here. Wow. I said loud and clear! With the way you're talking, you're just wasting my time. Speak for yourself. Did he really just say that? Oh my god. Isn't me? Like, I feel this Hilbert really looks like a badass. And he looks kind of like he has that mean look on his face, like always, right? Like he's always in a bad mood or just a badass or just like, yeah, fuck the system, fuck the school, fuck everything. I don't even know why I'm here, but my parents paid for it, so I have to. Like, it's kind of like that, but I remember, if I remember correctly, his character in the game, in Black and White, isn't really like that, right? I thought he looked like kind of a happy guy. He had a happy face, at least, or a neutral face. This guy has an angry face. Sometime today, Hilbert, your name and region, if you please. Phew, looks like Pryce didn't hear him. I can't imagine what he'd do to him if he did. Alright. I'm Hilbert from the Unova region. Another one from Unova. What? You Unova kids always seem to think you're too good for my classes. Let me tell you this, I got my eye on you, yeah. And you Kanto kids too. Just because you're from the countryside doesn't mean you can't read or do the homework. What? This guy is racist on an entirely new level in Pokemon world, you know? Kanto and Unova, you know what? I'm not a big fan of Johto either. Oh, fuck Hoenn too. I hate everyone, okay? That's just what Pryce is thinking. I can see Hilbert and Misty scowling out of the corner of my eye. Looks like we got blacklisted before the class even started. You two better take this class seriously, or you're gonna have a tough time in and out of class. Is he gonna harass us out of class? He's like gonna knock on our door. I know! Can you turn down the music in there? I can hear it on the outside here, Hilbert. Turn it off! I don't tolerate slackers, and neither does the rest of the world. Next, Luda. I'm Luda, from Palatown. Another one from Kanto. Wow. We ended up getting chewed out for really trivial things, like having a name with one too many syllables, or occasionally twitching because the room is too cold. I know I should respect my elders and all, but I'm really starting to get ticked off. Hopefully he can warm us up soon, or he can warm up to us soon. I don't know. I feel like, you know, he is the ice master, ice instructor for a reason. I don't think he warms up at all. He prefers it cold. He likes it cold, like his ice cream. Well, that was, dang. Actually, like, you know, Lieutenant Surge was really, like, in your face with the screaming and stuff, but this guy, you can clearly tell that this guy hates you. He just doesn't like you at all. Whereas with Lieutenant Surge, you can sort of feel like what he's doing and the way he is because of his military background and stuff. But even in the military, like, yeah, they call each other, like, nicknames and stuff that kind of make you think, like, wait, what? But I don't feel like you can't necessarily feel the hate from them. But from this guy, he's just ice cold. He's got ice in his veins. They call me Chili because I got ice in my veins. Nobody know that one? Okay. Damn it. Oh, the water. Damn. Like, my plan was already out the window. I was going to be like, yeah, it's going to be so fitting if Misty ends up being the teacher of this one, and it's going to be awesome, you know, but what other water Pokemon trainers are there? None really come to mind, but there should be some. Who else do I see but Gary motherfucking Oak glaring at me when I walk through the doors? On the other side, I catch Misty looking at me. It's interesting that she's here too. What gives? The second I try to make eye contact, she averts her gaze. She's still not over her bike, goddammit. I told you it's not my fault. I don't think I'm that unattractive, so maybe she just really doesn't like me. You just gonna ignore me? I do exactly that, and take a seat. Hello, my wonderful students! I can see his, I don't even know what that is. That almost gave me a heart attack. This guy knows how to really make an entrance. Maybe Whitney took some lessons from him. And what the heck is that guy wearing? This has gotta be against the school dress code, exactly. I'm Wallace, and I welcome you all to your first water class at Pokémon Academy. Why does Wallace sound familiar? Let me see. Ah, yeah, he is from Ruby and Sapphire, and he definitely looked familiar, but that outfit, man, oh my god. Like, it's one of those things where, you know, like, it looks horrible, but you can't look away, but you desperately want to, but your eyes just have a different opinion, or just, I don't know, your eyes just are glued to it. They can't even blink anymore. It's just like they're stuck. They're, like, frozen over, even though it was ice class in the previous one and not this one. Oh my god, dude, seriously. I wonder if, like, at the back it's completely, you know, naked back there. Why did I think of that? Why? What? Okay, Wallace, please. I'm glad he's wearing a cape, okay? I'll never have to find that out, at least. Thank God. And if you didn't hear this from me, but water really is the best type compared to all the others. After all, the world is made up over 70% water. Is that true? 70? I know it's it's definitely in the majority, but 70? It could be right. Well, aren't you all just bedazzled by being here? I know I am. How are we supposed to react to all of this? I see eagerness has stunned you all. If you won't talk, then I shall make you. You! Wallace points straight at a guy near the front row. I'm first? Nice. Damn it, of course it's Scary Motherfucking Oak. Yes, you. Please introduce yourself. Yeah, you can call me Blue or Gary Motherfucking Oak. It goes without saying that you're looking at the next world champion. Don't worry, ladies, it shouldn't take long. To this day, I still can't figure out where he gets all that arrogance from. I'm from Palatown, and of course, I'm sure you all know who's the most famous man from Palatown. That's right, I'm his grandson. Gramps had no choice but to enroll me here, knowing how good I was with Pokemon ever since I was born. Oh my god, he's just, see, that's what I feel like Gary is doing. He's just riding out the back of his grandfather's success, you know? He's just like, that's like one of the things that he can't wait to bring up in a conversation. Yeah, I'm the grandson of Professor Oak, you know? Yeah, that's me, man, I'm the grandson. Yeah, the grandson. Yeah, Professor Oak, you know him, right? The professor, the most famous man in Kanto, Professor Oak, you know him? Yeah, I'm the grandson. I'm not directly his son, but the grandson, you know, which makes me better because of the word grand meaning bigger. So yeah, that's me, man. Yeah. You smell that, Blue? It smells like tortoise shit. Wonderful. What an honor to have a family member of the great Professor Oak here. So why are you in this class, Blue? Ha! If I could have taken all 18 electives, that'd be my first choice. Bravo! This academy needs more students like you. Man, Wallace is just dumping fertilizer all over Blue's ego right now. Damn. I feel like Gary has been like shit on by every single teacher except this guy. Like usually when he starts talking, every single teacher is not interested and is, you know, not feeding his ego, but this guy's like, "Oh, yes, very good Blue Oak. Very good. Now, you!" Wallace proceeds to go down the entire roster and makes us introduce ourselves. Needless to say, it was a pain in the ass. Dang, this guy is very, eccentric, I suppose? Well, I hope you've all learned the importance of class participation. Alright, that is all the time we have for today, but tomorrow, I expect you all to be much more energetic. Class dismissed. Alright, what a day it's been. Dang, I can't believe this is the end. It's a little bit sad, but you know what? As I sort of mentioned at the beginning, like, I'm fine with however long they take to create the main game because it's gonna be freaking amazing. I can already tell. So yeah, this is unfortunately going to be the end of this video, as well as the series of the Pokémon Academy Life demo. Because as far as I know, unless they're gonna change their mind about this, this is like the last public demo until the full version comes out. So yeah, if they change their mind about it, I'm personally keeping a close eye on like the development as well. So if they change their mind about it and release another demo and stuff, I will definitely be playing that. But yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen for sure, so all we have to do is just be patient and hope it's gonna come out, and when it does, I'll be playing it for dang sure. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. It was pretty awesome. I mean, it's a freaking Pokemon visual novel in the Academy, you know, like, I don't know, everything about this just intrigues me, and the potential that it can have is just so wonderful, you know, like, oh my god, dating Misty, and or breaking her bike, you know. It could be either one of those. Like, I feel like if we had the option of breaking her bike, I would actually take that over dating her, because there are plenty of other fish in the sea, you know. But breaking Misty's bike, that's only a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more. And yeah, I have several other series going on as well, so feel free to check those out. And yeah, I hope to see you there, and hopefully in the future too. Peace.